guys, so we're taking a ride along here with the early preview of Farming Simulator in-game footage. So this is, just move my mouse here, Riverbed Springs. This is the American map. We're riding along with a Massey Ferguson around town here. We got a lot of different stuff moving over there with the AC units and vents and whatnot over there. That's pretty cool. This appears to be the shop, but take a listen to that sound in-game. Also, Axel's Tractor Company. That's a good name for a shop. I like that. Clever Motors was pretty good too, though. But yeah, Axel's Tractor Shop. That sounds pretty good. So once again, we can kind of see most of the buildings don't look like they're going to be usable for the most part. So that's kind of interesting. We got the Gasket gas station here, which I've heard several people say that's very, very European sounding, which I kind of agree. It doesn't overly look like an American gas station, but that works. Got a little bank with an ATM, so we can go to the bank once again there. The structure over there looks kind of interesting with all the different lights and whatnot, so I'm not sure if this is like building projects over here or what this is. This looks like an old gas station right there. They got a lot of lights all around lighting up stuff, so that's kind of interesting. So not sure if that's going to be in-game or not, or they're just using that to be able to look at the stuff while they're working at night. Looks like they're kind of added in everywhere, so I think that might not be what we see in-game later on, because that kind of just looks like a bunch of added mod lights at the moment. Water over there looks decent. Definitely seems like this is a little bit lower on the graphics. Looks like the cows moving over there, which is pretty cool. Very nicely. Oh yeah, the horses are moving. Cool. Yeah, so nicely laid out animal dealer here, nice and spread out. You got each different pins with different animals, so that's pretty cool. And as pointed out, the animals are moving. So that's it. We got manure right there, it looks like, but that's pretty neat. The animals moving around at the animal dealer, so that's cool. That's pretty neat. Got some nice rock textures. The trees definitely look a lot better. Can't comment on how well the graphics are loading in, though. I see a little bit shaky in the background there, but that might be how they recorded this and whatnot, so I'm not totally sure, but it looks pretty good. The sounds of the tractor sound really, really good. You got the same tire tracks being left down on the asphalt there, so that's pretty cool. Alrighty guys, so this we get the HUD, and so it's going to be basically the same HUD that we've seen before. A few different symbols up there. We got the same weather type stuff. Let me try and make sure that we're at our best. Looks like we're going to be at our best that we can be for the moment, but we got our map there. We got our information, active products, building storage, so that's all running, water, and rice saplings. So this is part of the growing your own rice saplings. So I wonder if this is going to cross over to like the tree saplings and all that. You have like a little greenhouse to grow those as well. But there's our little pallet of saplings for the rice, and we got a Fendt tractor right back over there. Or actually, is that a... yeah, it's a Fendt. I got confused there by the Quickie. I was thinking it was a Dutzfar for a moment there. But detail on the tractor looks decent. Now that I'm thinking about it, the scaling looks a little bit different. Looks, I'm not sure what how close zoomed in this is. This might be pretty zoomed in. Nope, that's full screen. Okay. I don't know, the scaling on the tractor and your POV looks a little bit different. It might be zoomed in for their field of vision a little bit different, because I think I'm running field of view at like 60. But that looked a little bit different walking up to the tractor there than what I usually see in 22, so that's kind of interesting. So got the nice indoor sounds there. We got our GPS. You got the new gadgets there on the sides. We can see how many hours, kilometers per hour. We got our new rice planter, but yeah, that's the little HUD over there for everything. Cute, a little piece of machinery there. Pretty cool. Look at that thing. Looks nice. I like it. Yeah, I don't know. The POV seems like it might be a little bit different. Seems like we might be a little bit closer to the ground. I'm not sure. I'll have to take a peek at 22 a little bit later and see what I think. But I don't know. It kind of honestly looks like a little bit closer. And then we got our little thing right there to be able to fill the field. So this is kind of cool. Make the field muddy and whatnot. Nice water animation there. And what you can't... Oh yeah, so they sped up time there. So you see it fills up the water with the speeding up of time, so it's not instant water. I was wondering about that because I'd seen this video, but I hadn't really paid attention. But yeah, they speed up the time for it to fill up, so it's not immediate. So that's nice. That's a nice thing. So does that change by how big the field is? How long it takes to fill up? Could be, could not be. One thing that I can think of that'll be a lot of fun is making the little pathway type thing. And making a nice little mudding path and filling it up with some water with trucks and stuff. That's where my mind goes. Probably wrong because it's supposed to be farming sim, but you know what? Trucking and mudding sounds like fun to me. So, anyways, that's where my mind goes. So we get to look at a few farm buildings there in the background. Looks like that little shed right there you can go into and out of. The character doesn't look much different, maybe a few more facial features than what we have currently, but basically looks about the same as what we currently have. So watching the water actually ripple, that's really, really cool. And then we're going to get the planting animation here, and there we go. Man, that looks good, and you see just that water ripple. That is really, really cool. And you see right there, the machine also causes a little bit of a different water ripple as well. That is neat. Like that. Like that a lot. Going over some bumps and stuff. And we're getting closer to these farm buildings over here. One thing that I'm not liking so far is all of the fog and haze. So I'm not sure. I don't think they said there's a way. I think they said that there's not a way for us to turn that off necessarily. So that's to some degree kind of disappointing because it looks very hazy. So I guess it depends on what the atmosphere is doing and all that, temperature and whatnot. But right now it's just very, very hazy, and I do like a bit of a clear day, especially for like thumbnails and stuff. So, anyways. Just my one gripe seems like it's constantly stuck in a foggy haze, so not overly a fan of that, but as I said, we'll have to wait and see how that all goes. Nice. Looks good though. Needs lime though, so interesting to see how that all works with different vehicles and whatnot. That's cool looking. Nice. Alrighty, so here we go, just a regular John Deere tractor driving through the wet field and making waves and whatnot. You can see the bounciness, you can see some mud particles or dirt particles from the field down below. That is pretty fascinating there. So basically you can make your own kind of lake and stuff if you want to. So that's going to be interesting. Will the fields now fill with water when it rains? That's something I didn't think about until just now. That's a possibility. You see the tires are wet and kind of muddy slightly. That's cool. I like it. I like it a lot. Alright, so here we go. We can see this is how GPS works for your worker. You can kind of see how it's kind of filling in by itself. What I can't tell is if we're doing it ourselves. That's why what I'm not clear on is whether we're designing the GPS or if the game itself figures out the GPS for the field each time. That looks good. Nice. And here we're going to get a bit of a more view of the waterways and the boats on the American map. Got a little jet ski, I think, right there. Got the lifted up houses, very important for along the riverside, just in case it floods. Some nice detail there. We got a boat and Let me go back here. The boat is bobbing in and out of the water. I was wondering about that. You can't really tell there too much, but it is bobbing in and out, so that's pretty neat. So how will boats be able to work in this game? That's what's going to be interesting. You see about the same water texture as we see with the field, just a little bit clearer, so it's not murky field water. We got a nice little drive path here. We're walking along the riverside. A little bit of a bumpy walk, it looks like. Can't tell what all we got around here. A nice little dirt path. We come onto the road, and this should be the ferry. Yep, there we go. Ferry right there. So I'm not sure how this is going to work. If you're going to have like a trigger to take you across, or if like you just drive on, it automatically starts taking you across or not. That definitely ain't moving. Not sure. Or maybe it's just static as well. As I said, not totally sure on that. And you see the nice little ripple as our character is walking on top of the water, so that's really cool. And we're walking through here. You got some nice bush textures, some nice flower textures, got some nice running water textures. No running water sounds. That's a problem. We got running water, but there's no running water sounds right there. Okay, that's going to need to be fixed. What else do we have? Got a nice bridge up here. Not sure if that's a walking bridge or a drive-over bridge. That is a drive-over bridge. Very good. And then we got a, looks like some sort of grain or silo facility to the side over here. Yep, there we go. And a nice little boat port. Be able to unload as well. So probably working like the trains. We can unload and they'll ship it off and set it that way. Got some really nice rock textures right here. That looks good. That looks pretty neat. I'm liking what I'm seeing here, guys. I'm liking it a lot. Got, not totally sure how all that works. As I said, we're not seeing any triggers for like first time learning. Get some sun rays right here, along with some docks and another boat right there, so that's cool. Obviously pre-game, so it's not finished yet, so they're still working on it, but just a good kind of feel for what we got going on. And also, guys, there's going to be construction contracts. This was not one of my favorite things in 22 that they tried with Silver Run Forest. It wasn't a bad idea, just it was a little... It's odd to me to some degree. I do kind of get it though, but if all the buildings worked like that, I would kind of like it. So like if all the buildings you placed down and it took a few days for them to like build all the resources, not necessarily that you had to bring the resources, but you built a building, you placed it down, and then after a few days it actually built. So like maybe you could speed up time, get a time lapse of it getting built. That would be neat. But yeah, I'm not really a big fan of just static buildings that more than likely you can't delete from your game save, that are just stuck in the game, and they may or may not be able to be built and stuff by you depending on how it works. I don't know if it's like you buy it or if it's like a contract that you're helping get supplies to build it. As I'm not totally sure which direction they're going, or if it's a building that you can personally use once you buy the property, and you have to fix it up first. I'm not totally sure which direction that is. But wasn't overly a fan with it in 22. I have to see how this works in 25. Got a football there in the thing, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, just was not my favorite thing there, that's for sure. But we'll see how that works. It's an interesting idea, but wasn't one of my favorites. And you can also see that we're in fall right now too, so that's neat. So we still have seasons, so that's still working in the game, so that is good to know. So going up and get a view of some more buildings out and about there. We got a few more triggers, so we can see that triggers are back in game, so that's nice to know. They put a lot of detail in this building, I can tell you that right now though. Lots of detail into the building, so I'm not going to fault them for that. They did a good job on that one. So there we go. Back up just a little bit here, because we got a nice view of the building as walking away from it that looked really, really good. See how this looks walking away, because that looked really, really good. There we go. I mean, that I mean, the graphics look great right there. That is just awesome looking. Then we got this building right here, which is interesting. So rock-based, wood on top, interesting. We also got a little mountain there off to the side on the right that we could see. It looks interesting. Not sure what this building is, but it's definitely interesting. So can we like go into this building? Is this building operational? Can we go in? Okay, that was interesting, so I'm not sure what was going on with that. We got another brick building here. We got some boxes of supplies or something there. Looks like some sort of mill, I believe. Some sort of factory mill slash thing. Texture on it, once again, looks awesome. Got a nice little waterway going through. Ooh, we got a water wheel. Nice, that looks good. There is not much sound. We got some smoke coming out the chimney. Yeah, there's not much sound around these waterways, which definitely needs to be added in. So hopefully they'll get that done. Trees look really, really good around here as well. Liking that. And then we got a field right over there, looks like. Building looks good. It's just I'm not sure. What are we doing? Are we like making furniture for the inside? What are we doing with that building that we're constructing it? That doesn't make a whole lot of sense to me. Then we got the waterway right here. Looks like the river might be right over there potentially, or that might just be a pond. And we got way too much fog going on still. Not sure what time in the morning we're walking around this at, so that could be a little bit different, but way too much fog going on there. Looks good, just I don't want to constantly be every single day I'm in fog. Just that's not something I want to do. Waterway right there. Doesn't look like it's moving, pretty stagnant through there, it looks like. We got the bulrushes, so that's pretty cool. I mean, it's a nice building, it's just I'm not sure what are we doing with it. Need a croc coming up through there, or an alligator. Saltwater crocodiles, they are a thing, and you can't find them. So I think this is supposed to be more Mississippi, Louisiana, so probably not going to see any crocs, but always an option. But I mean, it's a good-looking building. It's just I don't know what we're doing with it. Obviously, it's there for a reason. I just don't know what we're doing with it. But we got power lines, nice-looking trees. The trees look really, really good. I do have to admit that the tree redo looks excellent. We got the nice road right there, and if I have heard correctly, the ground deformation driving over this type of stuff here, the gravel, should make tire tracks, depending on the weight of the vehicle, if I heard that correctly. So that sounds cool. But anyways, guys, that's going to be it for us today. Thank you guys so much for watching the Combustion Farmer YouTube channel, and we'll see you guys here next time. And make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.